Welcome back to another episode of Year of the Full Moon. We're on episode 23 now.
Holy crap, that's way too much.
It is.
I have to say that every time.
Episode. As I said in the last episode, we're done with the actual Puppet Master movies and all the spin-offs and all that.
Like a few months shy of a year it took. Part of it was the coronavirus. We stopped doing them for it was only like a month at most.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to
chug
away.
Too.
There's just so many movies.
And this is the first of the documentary compilation kind of stuff that we'll get to. And the first one up is a thing from 2004 called When Puppets and Dolls Attack. Now, this is in no way a documentary and in no way behind the scenes. It is.
The way I worded it when he showed it to me, I'm like, they wanted to do the least amount of work and money to make a DVD.
Yes.
That's what this is.
And the budget must have just been the cost of making the DVDs, because
all they did put some a little bit of work into that, but yeah, pretty much.
All it is just a bunch of scenes from Puppet Master movies mainly, and other movies I'll get to in a moment, stitched together. It was the best scenes from that movie, and in some cases not even the best.
One of them was the only ones I only didn't see two of them. It was Medea Goes to Full Moon was one of them.
By that he means Ragdoll, which was a urban-centered full moon movie. And then there was another one called Blood Dolls, which was it's actually probably one of a cult classic from Full Moon.
Problem is, I have no background of it, and it was
insane.
Just weird. There was stuff I'm I need context. Sean's it's better that you don't.
Yep, tiny heads, BDSM, bunch of puppets. That might have been, there was a butler with clown makeup, a short guy with an eye patch.
That summed up what I know about this movie right now.
And then along with that, there were other Puppet Master
to be fair, that movie didn't look much different than a Puppet Master or Hideous or something like that.
Yeah, a Hideous movie. But then also there was stuff Totem had a couple clips in there. I don't remember the clips from Totem in there, but apparently there were. And there were also doll members.
To be fair, in our defense, we were not paying attention the entire. We were talking about other stuff.
Yeah. Demonic Toys also had stuff in it. And then there's Puppet Master 1 through 5, along with Curse and Retro. So
it made me appreciate some of the older stuff more.
Yeah. So first off, I like to say the very first clip you see are Demonic Toys. My opinion of Demonic Toys has actually gone up a little bit after watching it, because I have since seen what actual crap looks like, and I like to apologize for calling it actual crap.
Yeah, it was by far, and I still have my original complaints about they just put boxes everywhere.
It was a bad movie, but it got worse. So you know what?
I think I said what I have to say about it in their subsequent Demonic Toys, where it was just kind of wow, the voice acting and everything was crappier. That was
Dollman vs. Demonic Toys, still awful. Stand by that. But Demonic Toys, I'd be willing to watch that again and give it a second chance. So.
We probably would hate it, so it's still no point.
You know what, maybe I'll just leave this was a good thought in my memory. But that's all that's on there. Now, the reason I would say to get this DVD, though, is that it comes with the video zones of Puppet Master 1 through 7, along with Totem, Dollman vs. Demonic Toys, Ragdoll, Demonic Toys in general.
Yeah, I wouldn't call this a sizzle reel, because it wasn't.
It wasn't the best scenes even. Some good scenes, but not their best scenes.
But it was fun.
But I would say to get the video zones from all those Puppet Master movies, if you buy a cheapo collection of all the Puppet Masters on a couple of DVDs, you're not going to get bonus features. This will give you the only bonus features you need. All the video zones on it.
Yeah, that's all. The video zones in their
worth a watch. I would say I love video zones.
There are actually times I like the video zone more than the actual movie, which is kind of sad.
Yeah. We mentioned what a video zone was before, but back when these were coming out on VHS, Charles Band would make a behind-the-scenes documentary about the movie, along with plugging future movies that would play at the end of the VHS. And these DVDs just include those videos.
Sometimes the future movies never happen, too.
Yes, which is very fun to watch. But I will say, though, is they were putting behind-the-scenes featurettes on VHSs before that was a thing with DVDs. So they were ahead of the game. And
yeah, not many like I know there are VHSs that did that, but it wasn't a widespread because how most companies looked at it, like, hey, I could sell a whole nother VHS with this stuff.
They just
that's
put
what
everything together.
That's what a lot of companies did. They're like, hey, I could have somebody pay another like $10, $15 for this VHS.
A bonus crap that you really don't need, but would be fun to watch. And what their thinking was back then was, hey, like, we need to get people interested to see all these other movies. And we want to do this for
it
the
wasn't
fans
like a
and show you how
selfless,
it's
like,
made.
hey, the fans deserve to see this. It was, hey, this is interesting. Did you know we're making, do you want to know more?
But still, it was very interesting.
Starship Troopers.
And thank you for that reference.
I had to give a
something that has nothing to do with Power
I had to
Rangers.
give a reference, and I'm like, no one got it.
But no, I am 100% for it. Now, around the time this came out, they also came out with 2 more kind of
When
compilations.
did those come out?
This was 2004. I'm assuming these were around the same time.
That's kind of when I expected.
I watched these on my own. I didn't make Shane sit through them. You might enjoy them. But
I mean, I probably would have liked them because I'm yawning. I probably didn't see the movies, so it would have been more of like, oh, that looks cool. Because these are all good.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the movies and I get somebody like, hey, I'm actually kind of interested in that because, hey, that looked cool.
Yeah, like, there's actually, I would say, I watched one movie on this Alien Gone Wild that, like, on a compilation. I am actually going to look up that movie on Full Moon Features streaming site within the next month just to watch it.
Yeah, I honestly
it looked
might
interesting.
watch. There's a few movies
And
I
same
know.
was another one that came out called Monsters Gone Wild. Now, Aliens Gone Wild and Monsters Gone Wild, same thing as When Puppets and Dolls Attack, just different
Very
movies.
different than Girls Gone Wild.
Yes, they did not come out with that. So what I'll say is...
Actually, some of these things look kind of cool.
Yeah, like, there was some that were really good, and you know what? It got my interest, especially in Monsters Gone Wild. There's a movie called The Dead Hate the Living. I now plan on watching that one because I saw the clips from this movie. So they're worth a watch. They come with chock full of a lot of video zones, and I would say my favorite probably, well, since I'd already seen so many Puppet Masters, I didn't care for it too much. But these other ones, which I'd only seen about half of the Full Moon movies, definitely more interesting. I would probably recommend, if you can find this set the most, I think I enjoyed Monsters Gone Wild, and it also comes with their 2 giant monster movies, Zarkor the Invader and Kra the Sea Monster. If you love giant monster movies,
Zarkor and Kra.
Yeah, they are totally awful. And what kind of bothers me is that the Kra scenes and the Zarkor scenes don't even show up in Monsters Gone Wild. Completely unrelated. Why they're on a DVD together, I don't know. But
It's actually kind of weird.
Oh well, I totally recommend.
So it actually comes with physical discs.
Yes. So I totally recommend these like special ones.
Why does Kra look like a gremlin?
I don't know. You have to watch it and find out. You know what, guys? If one person comments that we need to review Zarkor and Kra, I would 100% be for it. I enjoyed how awful
our
they
thing
were.
could be, if you comment something from Full Moon, we will watch it and do a review. We'll just put
Will
that
anyone
out there.
do that?
No.
No. I would recommend these pretty much just to watch the video zones.
Especially,
honestly.
The video zones are worth a watch.
Because if you got Full Moon streaming, you probably have, like, all these movies at your fingertips, and it's a good price to buy it. But the video zones aren't always
there's
available.
a good chance that if you're actually watching these, you've
you might. So
been around.
I recommend getting it. But for the sake of Puppet Master, When Puppets and Dolls Attack is not really a Puppet Master movie. It's not a documentary.
It's more or less like it's what you expect. You get what you're. Hey, it's a few kills and not just kills. I was expecting just kills, but it wasn't.
There was just talking. There was, to me, the most boring scene from Puppet Master 4 where they like resurrect the Decapitron and it just keeps going on and on. They include that in its entirety, and like that's boring. I don't want to watch that.
Hideous.
It's a really short runtime now.
Was there anything from Hideous? Because those aren't.
No, Hideous did not show up in
They're
any
not dolls
of these.
or toys, so.
No, and they don't show up in Aliens or Monsters Gone Wild. There's too many Full Moon movies to include in everything. So, yeah, in conclusion, worth a watch, especially if you just want the video zones, because you got them on like a cheap DVD or watch Puppet Master online.
Would recommend.
But if you've already seen all these movies,
don't watch.
Don't bother.
Yeah, but if you've only seen a few or not any, watch it. It's you get like you'll actually watch it and be like, hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like, you probably want to see Blood Dolls now, or you're just going to want to leave it at that random...
I'm going to leave it
what
at
the hell
that
was
and use my
happening in that
imagination
movie.
and be like...
All right, so guys, sorry we kind of gypped you on reviews for this week. There's not much to say about this.
Nobody's watching this.
Yeah.
I could FYI.
Oh yeah, no one's watching this anyway. So
we're gonna get that one guy that's like really into this stuff and watches all our videos.
gonna comment everything.
And to you, thank you.
You're why we do this.
Literally, you are the only reason that hope that one person will watch all our videos and enjoy it.
So yeah, we're just gonna end a review here, and in 2 weeks we will talk about some more of these like compilations of kills and behind the scenes and all that.
Hey, what's next?
You'll find out.
Uh-oh. That doesn't bode well for me.